I got a package the other day from Legend Story Studios for being a preview partner from Monarch. I decided to put a picture of it here. I was going to do a box opening, but I didn't want you guys to see me struggle opening this box and tearing stuff in a weird ways. I was very careful, so I just thought I'd, put it up right here. But, overall, I'm very happy and humbled that they invited me to do the preview partnership thing with the card. I had a blast making the video for Rally the Rearguard and going in depth and analyzing it, and getting this in the mail was just amazing, man. The Doomsday Playmat, and then the cards for Rally the Rearguard, the preview card I had, and then the nice letter from James White. It was amazing, and I really appreciate it from Legend Story Studios. I just can't thank them enough for making me a part of this for Monarch, man. This is just an epic set. This is an epic set, and it's really what the game needed. And I'll read out the card. It says Bronson's Blood. Darkness is the canvas of the universe. Light is the brushstroke of creation. While war rages across land, the fate of Wraith hangs in the balance. Which side will you choose in your quest to become legend? And that's so cool, man. It's signed by James White, the creator, and it's this type of personal stuff. And what I want to talk about is, Legend Story Studios really cares about their content creators. I mean, I've been doing this for I think 6 months now. I started up in September 2020. I just wanted to talk about the game, man, in any way possible. And message boards are one thing, but I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna make YouTube videos, and I made maybe up to 300 videos for Flesh and Blood up to this point, and some of them are hours long, but are around 300 videos. A lot of them I've taken down because I didn't like the quality from my beginning days of yore. But overall, man, I've just pumped out an insane amount of content because I'm really passionate about the game. I love Flesh and Blood, and if you see my channel, man, I made a whole channel based around just Flesh and Blood. I might talk about other stuff, but it all relates around Flesh and Blood. Like that's what I love, man. And I just think that we're in such a great time to be part of something now, to see some game grow from the bottom up because, overall the community is not that big. I mean, it is growing at an exponential rate. And with the new stuff in Monarch that I've seen so far and you guys seen, I mean, come on, guys. Like, this stuff is just next level. And in the past, I feel that people have criticized the game and Legend Story Studios for certain decisions in the past. And it's mainly because the game wasn't full and complete. And once this game has another year, 2 years of just constantly boom, boom, stuff like this, it's gonna wash away all those criticisms that people have had in the past. I mean, think about it, man. The card pool. We're gonna have tons more cards in the next couple of years. Also the artwork. The artwork is insanely next level. I've heard people in the past say stuff, but now, man, how can you not like this art? It is just beautiful, and it's just this reminds me of like a Terminator type thing when I was growing up. Just all the bones and skeletons, and it's just they're doing some really great stuff. And I'm just very humbled to be part of this, man. And like I said, I my whole catchphrase for myself is I'm a normal guy in a normal room, and I'm just doing this because I want to talk about the game I love, and I'm just a normal guy. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are just normal people, and it's just nice to see that Legend Story Studios appreciates its content creators and not just the big dogs out there. They appreciate everyone, and they treat everyone the same. They treat you like a person. And I've made 300 videos, and I've done a lot of stuff. I've been really active in the community on Reddit. I don't really do the Facebook thing. I do the Twitter kind of. Twitter's like, getting on me. It's just a lot of cool people on Twitter. And I've been on, the Discords. I've been, skirmish events. I've really tried to immerse myself in the community in every which way because it's just beautiful. And every little new aspect is awesome. Like, I'll tell you straight up, man, I have never competed in a card game ever in my life up to this point. Up until December 2020, I've never done it. And in Flesh and Blood, I did. And I competed in like 6 skirmish events. I've done a lot of stuff. And, I'm not that great of a player. but it doesn't matter. The game's just amazing. The gameplay is a lot of fun, and the artwork is next level now. But overall, man, this game is run by a passionate company. They really care about their game, and it really shows. And that's really what got me into it. What got me to really love this game is, the lore and the artwork, but just the way it was constructed by people. It just begs me to see that this is a passion project for these guys. This isn't something where they're trying to, get us to like it for, target reasons why we would like things. They have a story that they want to tell. They have an epic adventure that they want to put in their place and have really cool gameplay that, them as gamers love to play. And I just want to transition into the topic of content creating and people out there and getting in the community. And I'll tell you, man, like this is a perfect time to get into the Flesh and Blood community and just do something, man. There's so many cool things to do. I mean, you can content create, you can build a website, you can do anything, man. The world is your oyster, and it's really not that hard. And I've seen a lot of new content creators come up in recent days, in the last 3 months, and I'm just so blown away by how well they have their shit in order. Like I've seen the Fab Cracks YouTube channel with Jesse. Like I just the amount of skill and the amount of things that he has under his belt is really good. And there's so many different content creators out there. Jordan from Flesh and Bones. He's been in it for a while, but there's a lot of people out there that I know I'm not gonna start listing, man, because if I started listing, I'd go through like 30 names and I'd probably forget one. But I'm just gonna tell you out there's a lot of different content creators that are coming into the game, and it's just beautiful. And each person has their own little take on Flesh and Blood and what they see and how they feel, and it's just great. And I might not agree with people's opinions. I might not like understand what they're thinking in certain ways, but I respect them and I'm happy that they're a part of this. And no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what type of life you have outside of Flesh and Blood, if you're coming to this game, you're part of the family, man, and I just wanted to, harp on that no matter who you are and no matter what you want to do in the community for Flesh and Blood, you're always welcome. And not only are you welcome by the community, but you're welcome by Legend Story Studios, the company that makes this great game. And this is kind of like the example of, hey, they give a shit. And even though I'm not like the biggest person in the world, I'm extremely passionate about the game, and I'm trying to grow the community as much as I can. And I just I just love it, man. And what's also cool, man, is that I feel like with these preview cards, Legend Story Studios is given certain creators and certain stores preview cards that fit them. So Jordan from Flesh and Bones, like I said, he got a preview card that has a skeleton, and that kind of matches his vibe. And also Bill from Reaper Store Games, he just got one that's a scythe, and that's like perfect for him. For Reaper. It just matches, man. So it's not like only they give people preview cards, but there's a little bit of wrinkles in the brain where they're thinking about who they should give cards to and fit their persona, which is really cool. And I mean, I I feel kind of lame specking on like my card, Rally the Rearguard. I have like two working theories. One is, there's normal guys in that normal room, so maybe that's the reason, or maybe the guy, but since he's rallying people, like hopefully that's the reason. Like I'm trying to rally people with my different collab content creation and rally people together around Flesh and Blood. I don't know if it's those reasons. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard. But I definitely can tell you, man, that Legend Story Studios thinks about what cards to give certain people based on who they are and what they like or what they do. It's definitely a thing. But overall, man, I'm just very humble, very happy. I think this game is just incredibly good. And it's great too because in the past, when I first started making content for this game, it was starting to get popular, and I was crossing my fingers. I was hoping that it was going to go up. But now, man, it's just Monarch so far, the preview stuff is insanely well like the artwork is insanely well done, and it seems like an epic set. This is really what the game needed in order to get huge. And if you are trying to get into the community, I just hope you know that everyone is welcome, and no matter what you want to do in the game, just go for it, man. Just do it. And I can tell you, man, you don't need to have any like special skill set out there. I coming into Flesh and Blood content creating, I didn't know how to do anything. I mean, I didn't know how to do the video editing stuff. I still don't. I didn't know how to speak very good. I didn't know how to do a lot of the YouTube stuff, and how to interact, and I didn't really know how to make content or do any of the stuff, and I'm still learning myself. But when I just want to portray that, a, I'm still learning, but B, like when I came into this, I had like zero skill work for this, and it's great to not only be a part of this community, but get better over time. And you don't have to be amazing at first. You can always delete your videos later if you want. And yeah, I just want to say that I hope to see a lot more people come in the community. There's never too many content creators out there. And normally, man, for content creators to plug like, hey, you should be a content creator too, they don't want to do that because it creates competition. But dude, I'm not in competition with anyone, man. I want this community to grow. I want to see more content creators out there because every single person has a different aspect of this game. There's no like wrong way to view this, or any like one true and way way to view this. Everybody's got their own different perspective, their eyeballs and little brain to figure this stuff out, and each person has their own take on it, which I love. I love that. I love to see like different thoughts and opinions, and I might not agree with all of them, but it's just cool to see different ways people view this game. I just really enjoy that, and I just want to say that again, very thankful for Legend Story Studios for allowing me to do the preview card for Monarch. I mean, honestly, I could have gotten a card that said broken bobble and it pitches for one, and it's cracked bobble but broken. I would have taken literally anything, and I just it's great, and I'm really humbled to be part of the community. It's just a really great place to be, and this game has a lot of potential for the future. So anyway, overall, hope you really enjoy the preview season for Monarch for Flesh and Blood. I can tell you, I'm over the moon. I'm yeah, I'm not only to the moon, I'm over it. And I just really hope you enjoy it with me, man, because it's really been a lot of fun to watch, and I've been staying up late every night trying to find the next spoiler card, like trying to get that fix. And there's a lot of really cool people out there in the community to uh, just interact with and be part of this thing, man. No matter what you want to do, no matter even if you just want to talk to people or comment and do stuff, there's always ways to interact. And this is just a really great game and run by an awesome company that cares about their content creators. So that's about it. Hope you enjoy the rest of the preview season for Monarch. I'm really hyped, can't wait for it, and I'll see you soon, man. Have a good one.